woman.
Welcome to the world of African genes on Fleek. This YouTube channel is for educational purposes. It promotes health and well-being, and it motivates individual Black individuals from over the world via their magnificent work of diverse arts. This channel is for everyone. Let us know what topics you'd like us to cover, and we'll be pleased to upload them. Please remember to subscribe, click the bell button, like, and leave a comment. My interest in fashion expanded when I added a fashion merchandising minor to my studies at the University of Georgia and spent more time watching Vogue Runway. I'd read the literature and learn about the history of fashion. Simultaneously, I'd draw inspiration from what I'd learned through blogs and notice trends. As I grew older, my hips and thighs accumulated more fat, making it more difficult to dress myself. Naturally, I was a huge shopper, but the more I went from store to store and mall to mall, the more I noticed how little thought went into dressing larger people. This is when the fashion industry's discontent and skepticism began to rise. It's terribly depressing to never be able to properly express oneself through your clothing. With 68% of American women wearing sizes 16 and up, it seems strange that I was confined to the dark, unkempt regions of FOREVER 21, H and M. And Target for the majority of my wardrobe needs throughout high school, college, and early adulthood. While I couldn't afford a great pair of jeans until I was 25, I'd learn about creative brands that were preserving resources and using the coolest eco-fabrics. Black people, much alone anyone larger than a size 2, were rarely seen in the catwalk displays of the designers I studied. Instagram began to take off somewhere along the way. That's when I started my body acceptance journey, which was influenced heavily by the Black and plus-size models with bodies similar to mine that I started seeing on my feed. While Instagram provided a sense of strength, it also acted as a reminder of the fashion industry's marginalization of plus-size bodies. Most retail establishments and companies on the site continue to promote such exclusions in their marketing, despite the absence of brown-skinned, larger bodies. Unrequited love hurts, and I'm not going to waste any more of my energy, time, or mental space trying to be the picture-perfect fashion industry lady. When are things going to change for the better? It occurred to me that it might be once I started working in the industry. Once upon a time, I used my enormous frame and black skin to take up space and demonstrate that I belonged there just as much as everyone else. I'd make it through my internship at a high-end fashion house where fatphobia and racial microaggressions were common. Superiors would whisper to curvier staff that a size 4 black model was too big for their clothing, while standing right in front of me, and curvier employees would self-criticize their own bodies to fit in. For 3 years, I applied to hundreds of media sector jobs, only to be rejected, and eventually accept that my qualifications only got me so far if I looked the way I did. Then, as a full-time employee of a huge media business, I began covering fashion, primarily being offered designers whose collections rarely went beyond a size L. I've noticed several changes in the sector, as well as some growth, that point to the possibility of a transition. On my Instagram feed and TikTok FIP, I'm seeing a lot more people with bigger hips and belly fat. Independent brands like Zelly for She are launching smaller operations from the beginning to cater to larger black bodies. In actuality, just 8% of apparel retailers cater to plus-size customers. Despite the fact that the number of plus-size models appearing this fashion month quadrupled from previous season, from 19 to 81, they still account for only 1.81% of the 4,471 models cast in New York, London, Milan, and Paris. Furthermore, several manufacturers that feature plus-size models in their runway advertisements do not actually carry plus sizes. When the scene appears to be so bleak, where does one draw the line? I don't mind it, but I have to pay attention to what's in front of me. Unrequited love hurts, and I'm not going to waste any more of my energy, time, or mental space trying to be the picture-perfect fashion industry lady. It started with unfollowing every brand that didn't have sizes I could wear a few years ago. Unfollowing most wide straight-sized style influencers, brands that don't include POC, particularly black folk, in their marketing imagery. And brands who refuse to use larger-bodied models were the next steps. I don't pay as much attention to trends as other people do, and I'm not interested in spending time dissecting runway collections or gushing over once amazing designs from businesses that ignore black people and obese bodies. Even if it appears to be insignificant, these modifications acted as a deliberate brain cleaning, bringing more clarity to my daily existence. While the negative sounds will occasionally get through, I know that I am at the very least deserving of attention. Thank you for watching African Genes on Fleek. We hope you enjoyed today's topic. Please remember to subscribe, click the notification bell, like, and comment.